Okay guys, welcome back to another exciting adventure in 1 kilobyte rogueliking, which I like. So as I mentioned the other day, I contacted several people to try and track down some more roguelikes. We're not looking at one of them by Nick Coughlin today, but I want to bring him up because in the process of finding out his about his C-sharp 1 kilobyte roguelike, which had been released back in 2008 along with all these other 1 kilobyte roguelikes for this challenge. It turns out he's worked on like 3 or 4 more since. So not only did I get the original one I was looking for, but he had access to a bunch of others. So we're going to do all of his as a group coming up. We also, though, I got a hold of Slashy, aka Santiago Zapata, who runs the Temple of the Roguelike, or did back in the day. I'm not sure if he still does. And had access to a lot of these 1 kilobyte roguelikes from that challenge. So he sent me by what he had in an old archive, and 2 of them were brand new to me, as in 2 of them were ones I could not locate. So today we're taking a look at one of those. This is... what is this called? Let me just make sure I have the right title before we move on. Here we go. Actually, I don't know what it's called. It was a roguelike by Nate879 was his name back in the day, Nate879. But what the actual roguelike was called, I'm not sure. I was able to use the Wayback Machine to reach Nate879's old website, where I could see he was working at one point on a roguelike called Downfall that made it through a couple of versions, but I could not, I can't track that down either, by the way. He had no reference to the 1KBRL on his page, though, so I don't know how I have a title for it. A couple of weird coincidences just to bring up. When I was first trying to track down Nate879 himself, his name is Nathan Stoddard, by the way. I could see that from his homepage. Nathan Stoddard is the designer of this roguelike. I looked for Nathan Stoddards on Facebook and contacted one of them because he worked at Epic Games and thought, what are the odds there's another Nathan Stoddard working at a game design company? But there you go. It was a totally different Nathan Stoddard who said, no, it's not me. Weird that there's another game designer named Nathan Stoddard, though. Likewise, just now when I was Googling Nate879 to see what I could learn, there's another Nate879 named Nathan McNamer. So just so weird that this dude's alias and his name both have connections to other people, and they are there's reason to suspect either one of them is him, or at least there was initial reason before I realized his name was Stoddard. Okay, what is this game about? Don't have a friggin' clue. There's no documentation whatsoever. I kind of like the tile for the walls here. It'll be a little tiny bit blurry for you. Again, it plays in a small window, and I have to blow it up. There's no way to expand it. The way sometimes with purely text-based roguelikes, I can adjust the font size and it gets bigger and it stays clear for you. This is not font-based, obviously, though. It's got some graphics to it, so that will not work. We're going to start experimenting and seeing what the hell we can figure out, because I have no clue what we're doing here. So let's pick up our number key, number pad, whatever this is called. Oh, there we go. So the number pad works for movement, I know that. Let's try a question mark. I doubt it's going to work in a 1KBRL. That would be the height of craziness. Nope. Any key passage turn. Let's let an O approach us, and then we'll attack it. We seem able to kill the O's as long as we attack them. Perhaps it's a one-hit roguelike, and if they hit us, we will die. I don't know. Let's try not to let that happen first. Let's see what happens if we clear... Do you see a staircase or anything, by the way? Let me just look on this bigger OBS window where I can perhaps see a little better. No, I can't see anything. Let's just keep killing O's. As with most 1KBRLs, the AI is obviously quite simple. You don't have a lot of leeway to code complex AI with the limited constraints of 1024 bytes of data / code. Oh, apparently if O's bump into each other, they kill each other. Might just be a byproduct, again, of limited code space, so you can't really code to avoid that. I only see one O left over there. Let's go kill it and see if we technically win. This might be a very short video. Oh, we can't. We cannot kill that O, no matter what we do. There's no way to get this motherfucking O. Oh, well. Try S for search. I doubt that's going to work. Alright, well, let's try this game again from scratch. We had no way to die and no way to win there, as far as I could tell. Alright, new map. hopefully nobody's trapped behind, you know, unpassable walls this time. Ooh, that guy came through a diagonal that I was not expecting, and therefore I almost died. Obviously, monsters can go diagonally, so can we, obviously. I should say obviously, but I realize it. I guess obviously because I've done it several times, as you've watched, probably. This is not the, this is not a case of monsters will only move when they're horizontally or vertically adjacent, as it was in the last one we checked out there, Beowulf. But sometimes it seems like that, of course, because there are so many walls in place that the monsters have trouble navigating unless you're, you know, accessible. One of them killed himself there somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. I wasn't really paying enough attention. Only 2 left that I can see. Let's see what happens when we kill them. If anything. I don't see any more O's on the page. I don't think there's anything else to do, guys. We can move around. Can't walk through walls. And we killed all the O's. Let's try again. I see 2 more things kind of worth testing quickly with this game, and I do mean quickly. The first is a question of what happens if an O steps on us. We want to find that out. Can we die? The second is, we did see an O destroy another O, or one of the O's disappeared that time. Is there a victory condition if you personally kill all the O's? This will take us 2 minutes. Well, maybe 4 at most. Let's just experiment to get the most we can out of this. This one doesn't seem particularly involved. Let's let one of them stepped on us. Yeah, you die if it steps on you. So it's a one-hit roguelike. You can die, so there's a loss condition. It remains to be seen whether or not there's a victory condition per se. We're not gonna be able to test what we want to test. Look over there to the right. Oh, maybe we can. If we can stagger these other O's enough that they don't kill each other, maybe we did it. There were a couple of O's to the right that were sure to mutually annihilate, and then I happened to maneuver in such ways that they didn't. It's possible as well. No, they're not killing each other there. Look at that. There's 2 O's that are stacked up over here. One of them has killed each other. So we can't really test this. I'm not sure there's much else to test, guys. That'd be a really weird victory condition if it wasn't made explicit to say that, you know, don't let other things kill each other. I just deliberately died there. Just to give me like there's 2 starting stacked next to each other, so I don't know if death can be avoided there. I wasn't really paying attention there. I don't know what happened. I literally just died there from incompetence. I'm going to try one last run through just to kill them off. I don't know. I think it's unlikely that there's... Yeah, I died there. That there's a... you know, victory based on making sure none of them self-annihilate, but... one never knows. So one last try. Whether we live or die here, this will be the last run. As I said, this one doesn't seem particularly involved. I'm not sure it would have the the highest recommendation as a gameplay, although it is impressive again to me that I literally hit the wrong key with my finger there. Like I was trying to tap 2 and I struck 5 by accident. Let's just call that done. I'm not sure I could fit even that level of gameplay into 1024 bytes. I'm just not sure it'd be possible for me. So yeah, that's a very, very brief look at Nate879's / Nathan Stoddard's 1 kilobyte roguelike from older days. I don't have any more data on it. Again, I don't know if we messed something up. If you've noticed anything that maybe hinted at a different victory condition, please let me know. I'm going to assume I won. I'm going to record it in my list of big won games. So there you go. All right, let's dive into something else now. I'm going to stop recording here, but I'll put up another video with this one today because, gee, that was short. Have a good day, everybody.